Good morning and happy Friday. God, this cough. Got the black lung. Good morning and happy Friday, everyone. I feel like this week has just zipped on by. I think it is because, yes, a nice, horrible, glass-shattering serenade. Happy Friday. I feel like this week has gone by so fast. I think it's because Juneteenth was Monday and I had that off. And the week is just zipped on by. Yeah, so happy Friday, everyone. I'm really excited this morning to play some more Destiny. I'm gonna play some Gambit. I love Gambit. It's more PvP, and hopefully show some more cool little outfits. I've been streaming every single day this month. It's very important to me as we are donating and doing charity live streams for the Trevor Project. And if you would like to donate to the Trevor Project, which their goal is to end suicide among the LGBTQ community, which is a really big, important thing, especially with everyone coming out this month. And it's so important to have that support system, especially if you have a family or a set of friends that may not support you. Hopefully your friends support you at least. But for me personally, my family was not supportive at all. So it's very important to have programs like this because individuals can feel very isolated and not understood, and the Trevor Project helps with that. They're there to listen to you. They have their 24/7 hotline where you can text them on your phone. You can call them on the phone if you want to talk to them like voice to voice, or you can chat on your computer as well. And then they also have the Trevor Space, which is a community built for the LGBTQ youth, where you can chat with other individuals within the LGBTQ community. You can explore your identity. It's just a safe space for you, and that is available to you as well. They also have a variety of other programs that this money would go towards that would help to end suicide in the LGBTQ community. So if you want to donate, you can scan the QR code on screen or use command donate in the Twitch chat. Any donation is very much appreciated, and yeah, happy Friday, happy Friday. It is been raining, even more so, and it's supposed to continue raining this weekend. My mother-in-law, she watched Daniel and I, our son, last night, so we decided to watch a scary movie. And usually, like, we watch it in our room. Like, we'll watch, like, scary movies or, like, stuff, like, so that Luke, if he gets up, like, he doesn't see, like, any kind of, like, adult content. Like, God, that sounds like we're watching pornos. But just, like, you know, like, he's 5, and we don't want him to see, like, some sort of gory scene from a horror movie or, but basically any kind of bad content that a child would see in, like, Game of Thrones. Like, but we watched a good old-fashioned favorite. We watched The Ring yesterday. I have been wanting to watch it for a very long time. It's been so long. And we watched The Ring. And it's not quite as scary as I remember. Oh my God, where am I going? Okay. It's not quite as scary as I remembered it. That was the very first horror movie that I ever watched when I was a kid. I was in 6th grade, and my parents sheltered me a lot. I know, like, they're not very accepting of my bisexuality, which wouldn't surprise you to know that they were very sheltering. And I wasn't allowed to watch, like, PG-13 movies and stuff until I actually hit 13. I think I was like 11 or 12. And like all the people at school, and I'm sure you dealt with this, all the people at school who watched The Mummy, like when I was in the 5th grade, watched The Mummy, watched The Ring, and just like were talking about it and couldn't stop talking about it. And I wanted to watch it because I wanted to talk about it too, and I felt so left out. And I went over a friend's house, like and I was staying the night, and I was like, "Hey, will your parents let you watch The Ring?" And they were gonna let us watch The Ring, and we did, and it scared the absolute shit out of me. I don't know if you've seen it or how long it's been since you've seen that movie, but yeah, like watching it now, I would have been like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give my parents some credit here, even though they probably had never seen the movie themselves. It was just more, you know what? No, they don't get credit. They don't get. It's just like they just had like the bottom line of like, if it's PG-13, you can't watch it. We're not even gonna watch it to screen it for you. If it's PG-13, you can't watch it. So they don't get credit. But if I was like as a parent now, actually watching it, I wouldn't let my son watch it or my child watch it, because that movie is terrifying. Especially when they find the bodies after they've been killed or whatever by Samara, and they're all like bloated and green.
All right. Let's see what we've got.
But yeah, we watched that last night. Yeah, like again, for us, it had been ages, and I'd been wanting to watch it. It scared me so bad as a kid that I had to sleep with the light on, and even then I had trouble falling asleep. Like, I was so scared. Scared me to death. Ironically, the same the same friend and parent group let me watch The Mummy too. Never told my parents, of course, because I wanted to keep that streak going. Like, if I ever wanted to watch a movie that my parents wouldn't let me watch. Scorn? Oh man, I hate the Scorn, but also I have not played the Scorn and Gambit in a long time. I actually thought they took it out because... I hadn't seen it in so long. Children of the Corn! And that wasn't even a scary movie. I have never seen it. I think I've seen clips of it. Is that the movie with like the trick-or-treaters that harass the family? Or is... No, I think it literally has something to do with a cornfield. It's a silly mess. I do remember that show, or that movie. I do remember. I know that I haven't seen it. Like, I never saw it or whatever. The two big movies I really wanted to watch in my middle school years was The Mummy. People would not stop talking about The Mummy. Like, I don't know, like, if they did that at your school, but my god, everyone was like, oh my god, have you seen The Mummy? Oh, wasn't it so crazy awesome? God. People could not stop talking about The Mummy. And I wanted to know what they were talking about. And the thing is, like, oh crap. Hold on. Hold on. I got moats. I don't want to lose them. Damn it. You got me. I mean, I only had 6, so that's not... Oh my god! Let me get these moats. Bank the moats. We're only one behind. I mean, I know it's like a cliche, like... Oh my god, these freaking blockers. I know it's a cliche that everyone in the LGBTQ community, like the you know, that was their like sexual awakening movie. Like everyone who's LGBTQIA, there's a reference to the Mummy movie. I hate that because in a way it's kind of true because all of the actors in there except like Benny was extraordinarily attractive. Oh, I'm trying to kill the blockers! Trying. I don't even have any moats. Got like one. Would you die already? Yeah, he's down. Jesus. Alright, you guys collect those moats.
Embrace the darkness. Take out those guardians.
Yeah, no, they're going down. Ah, damn it. We don't even have all our moats. Yeah, they're gonna get them.
Allies invading the other side. Portal's ready. Go say hello.
Hopefully one of them can get it.
You get a
Morning playing any kind of game, I can see, unless it's like Disney Dreamlight Valley, it's gonna take me at least 2 to 3 to wake up. Yeah, we got smashed. Please don't give me any commendations. That would just be insulting. Why is it not? Wait, why am I not? Oh, there we go. There we go. Move. Yeah, that's just the saddest bed of stats I've ever seen. Hello, Overthink! Chatting from Kick. Well, hey. Got someone over on Kick joining us this morning. It's going. It's the morning, so doing terribly, as this is the first Gambit I've done this morning. Happy Pride! And happy Friday! I got my witch's brew. Oh, did I just exited out? Gosh darn it. Yes, darn it. But yeah. The Mummy. Honestly, I wish they had stopped at the first one. That's the thing about... Flock. She has to wake up a bit. Yesterday ended beautifully. That's the thing about, like, movies just nowadays in general, is that the majority of companies just either want to do sequels because, you know, the first movie profited so well, which sometimes it's just good to just let it lie. Like, The Mummy 2 was just okay. The first one obviously was the best, but, like, I think the one thing that is driving me absolutely bonkers about the cinema industry, or specifically Disney... I love Disney. Anyone who talks to me, they will know I love Disney. If you ever are on some sort of game show and you need to like phone a friend and it's a Disney related question and it's like, when was Disneyland opened? What year? Call me. Tell me. Call me. I'm your best bet. But all of these live action remakes of like the Disney Renaissance cartoons, it ended for me, I think, with Beauty and the Beast. Like, I watched the live action Cinderella, I watched the live action Beauty and the Beast. I think there was another one before that, but like, what I was hoping, I was like, okay, if you're gonna make a live action version of Beauty and the Beast, and this is the one I specifically was irritated about, I would expect it to be different, not like an exact carbon copy. Like, the script, exactly the same. The dialogue, exactly the same. There was like one or two new songs that I really wish they had like given more of spotlight, like her mom being sick or whatever, with like the plague aspect. I was like, oh, that's a really interesting take on Beauty and the Beast, and like why she doesn't have a mom anymore because of the plague. And like the Beast with like his somewhat of a backstory, they just hint at it, and then the rest of it is just exactly the same as the Renaissance era animated film. And I think you can't do that because that movie was so good. It's like someone repainting the Mona Lisa and not doing a great job. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen, there was a art teacher, an art professor who like repainted like some Romanesque picture of Jesus. It was like an ancient terracotta painting or something, and like he did a terrible job. He was supposed to restore it. Terrible job. Basically ruined it. That's kind of how I see it. Alright, y'all, I'm just letting you grab motes. I'm just killing stuff. Yeah, he did a terrible job. But I was bored with it. I was bored with it because I know the original animated feature by heart. I know it by heart. And I was bored with it because it was like the same thing, but worse. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going! Get in the blockers! The other thing, Beauty and the Beast is French. There is actually a French variation live action of Beauty and the Beast. I haven't seen it. I think it's on Netflix, but it is supposed to be just a masterpiece. But back to the Disney version live action. I don't know how some people are gonna feel about this next comment, but it really bothered me that Emma Watson had a British accent. Like, I didn't mind Emma Watson being Belle. Beauty and the Beast is a French story. Just I didn't care that the Little Mermaid was an African American actress. I didn't care about that. As long as she had her red hair, her iconic red hair, which she did, I'm good. Bueno. Love it. But like, it was so weird to me that she had a British accent. It was just weird, and it was a pretty heavy British accent. She did not try to hide it at all. I got exploded. And I like Emma Watson. She's a big proponent for like women's rights. She's awesome. I see him. I'm not gonna get to him in time. She's an awesome individual. I just don't think that she either should have tried to do or like got coaching for a French accent, or a better thing would be to get someone who was actually French. So like an unknown, which I'm always down for unknown actors. Give the unknowns a chance. Give them a chance to shine. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Christian might get on me. Christian, one of the plays that he was actually guest on in Beauty and the Beast. And I have been hounding him to be like, please tell me you have film. Please tell me you have film of that. We need to have a movie night where we can watch you be guest on, because that sounds like the most amazing thing. I must see it. He will, he's like, nope, I'm gonna burn that tape. If it exists, I'm gonna burn it.
Called up a prime evil. They kill it. They win this. Portal's ready. All right. You can still win this. Burn that prime evil to the ground.
Alright, where's the envoys? Where's the envoys? They're over there. Can't put them into big movies, though. People won't go and see them. You don't like unknowns into big movies? I don't know about that. I feel like there have been plenty of instances where like an unknown has been put into a big movie and it has done remarkably well. I can't think of any right now because half of my brain is divided. A big portion of my brain is divided to murdering things in Gambit. But I think the key is like you have to pair it up with knowns. Like if you're gonna put an unknown in a movie, you've got to pair it up with like big names as well. Oh, there's an invader. There's an invader. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? God damn, they're over there. Yep, I see him. Got two of them. Shit. I'm gonna go in. I'm going in. I got my special. I'm going in. I'm trying to think of... I feel like there have been so many. Yeah, they're gonna win.
You're invading. Make a mess. Guardian's down. 10 seconds left. Welcome back.
Got one.
Opposing team's about to win.
Yeah, they're gonna get it. Yeah, they're gonna get it.
Opposing team put their primeval on ice.
It would be fun to see Christian in that. You can be like, hey, Christian. So I heard you starred as Gaston in Beauty and the Beast. Not gonna name any names of how I know that, but people are hating that. I don't know why, but they aren't on board. Oh, I'm guessing that is about the Little Mermaid, the new Little Mermaid. Possibly about the new Little Mermaid. Yeah, people, when I don't know what it has to do. It's so like everyone's a Karen when it comes to casting, or nearly everyone is a Karen when it comes to casting. They'll have to be incredible next to the big names. True, they have to be really good. Oh, about unknowns in movies. I think there's a couple things. It depends on what the movie is, and it depends on... Yeah, I think it just depends. Honestly, it just depends on what it is. I know that's kind of like a crappy answer to give, or whatever. But I really feel like it does depend on what it is exactly. Like TV shows, like, for example, like Hulu is supposed to create a TV series for A Court of Mist, or the ACOTAR series, essentially. And there's division between should all of the individuals casted be like what do we call them? Sorry, it's the morning. Not no names. I just said it. You know what I mean? Like new people, new, like undiscovered, I think is the word I was looking for. And then some are like they should be like it should be a star-studded cast, but like I don't know if I'd want it to be a star-studded cast. I feel like a good example, here we go, a great example, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. When that show started, I think the only big name that I can think of in that, the only big name that everyone knew, Sean Bean. I think that was it. I think the only big name was Sean Bean. Sean Bean and, I don't know if I would say he was big name, but like, he hadn't done anything huge before, but the guy who played Robert Baratheon in the first season, I feel like he was fairly known. He wasn't known for anything this serious. I don't remember him being in anything remotely serious, but I think TV shows are a really good example. Yeah, I agree. It's pretty common before, but not now. I hate that they're making that. It was the balls, and it will be balls and trash most of the time. TV shows are much better for lesser known people because they're long enough for you to get used to them. Yeah, I think that's a really good point, and I do think a lot of like if you kind of see a lot of like media is almost like moving away from movies and more into like series. And I think I love that because it's taking a genre that almost feels like it had to be rushed for its expenditure. Like, for example, oh my god, they got an Ace Ventura. I love it. The bad thing about movies is especially if you're doing like a book conversion, is you have to cut so much. And the great thing about series is you can really take your time and you can make it the best that it can be without having to really cut a whole bunch out. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, abandoned ship. And, I mean, I say that, but I'm also like, I don't know how I feel about them doing, you know, Harry Potter as a series, because I feel like the movies were so well done. I mean, there are some things in the movies that they cut that was in the books, but I just feel like the movies were so well done. It just feels like it might be a cash grab or whatever. But series, I am pro series. I would, if I had to choose between an ACOTAR like television TV series versus a movie, I'd pick a TV series every time, just because I feel like I'm gonna get a better quality thing, like better quality result than a movie. Like I'm gonna get all the juicy bits of the book. I'm gonna get all the way more scenes. You don't want either? Oh, wait. Are you an anime guy? Are you an anime guy? Flock, are you an anime guy? Ah! I know Christian is. Ah! I'm gonna go ahead and bank. If I can. Jeez Louise. There's so many. I know! Tense moment right now. 13. Go. Boom.
Medium blocker outbound. Hostiles incoming at the cavern.
Let's see. I am an anime guy because they're actually good. No, I have like Christian. I know Christian watches anime. Dylan is probably like the local expert. He's seen pretty much every anime. I don't know if I agree with the emotion aspect of it, but I will say I haven't seen as many anime, but I have watched like the Castlevania one on Netflix, and I really, really enjoyed it. I would probably say that's probably the very first one I've ever seen. God damn it, guys, pick up these motes! Pick them up! Pick them up! What the hell are you doing?
Hey, you're losing motes.
Good lord. What am I gonna do with you guys? But yeah, I've seen the Castlevania. God! Pick up the motes, people! What do you think this is supposed to be? Pick them up. But yeah, so I've seen the new, like the Castlevania series, and I really enjoyed it. I say Christian, I know that he's really into anime. I'm very curious. So based on what you've said then, how do you feel about the live action of One Piece that they're doing? Are you gonna watch it at all, or are you like solidarity, not gonna watch it? Not gonna watch it. I know there's a lot of feelings about that in Hell no, not watching it. How does that make you feel? Are you angry? F that. I'm gonna say yes. That's a yes to that. That is an absolute yes. Really? I missed, my god. Angry, sad, depressed, upset. Yeah. I mean, I've never seen One Piece, but I get the sense that I think I see what you're saying when you say like expression, because I feel like I don't know what the main character's name is. I'm gonna just say that right now. But he has a very like big-eyed, like he seems to be very expressive. And I think the picture that I've seen of the actor with the hat on and stuff is just kind of like, he looks very calm. Luffy. Yeah. I trust that you are... Oh, God. We might actually get it this time. Oh, we got an invader. Where is he at? Oh, I got friggin' supered! At least they got him. I think I'm gonna go in and attempt to... Is the teleportation thing up? Yes. Okay, I'm going in.
This is what the team revel in this.
Come here, you. Oh man, they got it right. Oh. Damn. Damn. That was rough. I tried. And I failed. I tried, man. I tried. Love this sparkle effect we got going on. I want some sparkle effect. Sparkle. I'm gonna switch up to Iron Banner here. Switch up to Iron Banner. Move to Voidwalker. I should have equipped that, honestly. What if it gets really good ratings, though? What if it gets really good ratings? You still gonna, like, solidarity not watch it? And it, no, still not watching. Stain and soil my memories of what it should be and what it is. It can win awards and I'm still out. That's a pretty hard stance, man. It's a pretty hard stance. That's dedication. Admirable dedication. I tried them before and they were all horrible. Not a single good one. Do you mean like you've tried live action animated series before and they were all horrible? Or just like live actions in general? Or so yeah, okay. Live actions in general. I'm trying to think if there's a live action. I don't feel like books to movies don't necessarily count, but more so like animated to live action. Ooh, with what?
Iron Banner.
Was Squid Games a comic first? Or I'm curious now. Future Diary? See, I'm not gonna know a single thing you're talking about, but now I am gonna look into that. You hate Squid? I just know it did really well, and they are doing a second one. I was curious, like when you said that. Knowing that's a really big one that they did, I was like, oh, I wonder if that was an animation film first. I mean, plot-wise, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. They did make an animation after the show. Did they make an animation of Squid Games after the show came out? That's interesting. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Give my shield back. Ah! I got boomed in the bum. I got boomed in the bum. No. Rude. Sir. Oh, I'm invisible. How did that? That's new. When did that happen? Oh, God. Okay, that's on me. That's definitely on me. That's definitely on me. Oh, God. But look at me. I'm about to walk right off the edge here. Right off the edge. Ooh, I know you're there. I know you're here. Boom. Gotcha. Get my streak up. Oh. Yeah, gonna get me. Yeah, he got the drop on me. Oh, thank you for the donation, Flock! Thank you so much. You're the best, man. Oh my god, oh my god. There's a lot happening around here. I just used all of my... Thank you so much for the donation. What do you do? I'm just curious, like, what do you do every morning? Like...
5 minutes remain.
Or like, do you work really early in the morning, or... Because I know, like, because you live in Georgia, right? So, like, it's an extra hour early. So, like, you would be joining at, like, 7 o'clock, I believe, roughly. Hour difference, so 8. Hold on. Math. Brain. So, it's... Is this, like, before you go to work? Or... Oh my god. The multitasking of my brain right now is just... Oh, how rude. I'm a software developer. I start at 8 unless we have deployments, but I'm far enough in the E. Okay, so you do get EST. Okay, cool. Because at first I was like, do you wake up at 7 every day? I mean, I would believe it. You seem like the kind of person who would be like the, you know, football coach go-getter who gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning, goes to the gym, and like eats a Caesar salad every morning. Like you got things you got your shit put together. I don't know why I'm standing out in the open like this. You're a morning person? I am not a morning person. I admire you for your morning personness. The only time I'm a morning person is if we're going to Disney World the next day. Oh, same guy who got me. Same guy who got me. And I got him back. Someone behind me.
1 minute left.
He got him. Yeah, that's the only time I thrive in the morning. So you're a software developer. That's really cool. That is, that's the future, man. Ah, they got me from the side. Like, that's, like, with all the AI stuff coming out, like, that is definitely the safest career right now in terms of, like, AI taking over. Because you're basically, like, AI's master. You teach it, or no, I'm sorry. You're basically AI's parent, right? Like, you are their father. Because you help make it what it is. And develop other programs to interact with it and all that stuff. Oh, yeah. the thing about AI is like everyone's gonna have to adapt to it. It's so fascinating to me during this time to be a part of this great race because everyone's coming out with AI stuff. Like AI software is just popping up like McDonald's and fast food establishments on a busy road. Like they're just all until something sticks, and it's gonna happen because we're gonna see all these AI softwares come out until something big sticks. And or like one at a time, big things are gonna stick. I can't remember. Daniel told me the other day there is a CEO guy, some really smart guy that I think he's one of the Shark Tank guys, was talking about. Oh God. Oh, did he get me? Oh, he got me. One of the Shark Tank guys, I think, was talking about like AI and the race for AI. Maybe Kevin O'Leary. He was yeah. Daniel's up. He's brushing his teeth right now. He was talking about AI in the future, like how AI is going to, like, it'll just be a race, and whoever's gonna get there first, type situation, will be like the next Apple or bigger. Oh man.
And you are the prey. 30 seconds.
There does need to be some very fast regulation, like. It's not gonna happen. You know how slow the government is at doing anything. It's just like, it's like refurbishing a road in New York. It'll be done in 10 years, maybe. Like redoing a road in like some big ass city. It'll be done in 10 years, maybe, if we're lucky. Yeah, we lost. It is. I have never seen something. I mean, I'm not old, but I feel like as we're a part of the generation that has seen a lot of, like, we've seen the internet become widespread. Where like Windows 95. I mean, the internet was of course around before that because of like military purposes, but like we saw the internet become widespread among the public, like with Windows 95 and like. Then we saw, you know, smartphones become big, and like all of that had a relatively the same amount of what's the word, progression. Like it was very slow uphill progression. So I feel like we have a lot of experience in our generation to see that slow progression happen. But with AI, in less than a year. It's for like Midjourney, for example, came out public. It was already in development, but it became public in July of last year. Say hello to Daniel. It hasn't even been a year, and the way Midjourney has gone from, was it version 3? I think I want to say they launched with version 3 or launched with version 4, but it's gone from that to version 5, and like everyone was like, oh, I can't even get hands right. Look, they fixed it. It still has some issues with hands, but like version 4 to version 5, hands. You can do hands. And just like it hasn't even been a year. And the strides that just Midjourney, we're not talking about Chat GPT. I remember sitting in the car with Daniel and we were talking about AI like, geez, 5-6 years ago. I don't even know if Luke was born yet. And I was like, they'll never be able to like recreate artwork with AI. Artwork is so intricate. There's no way in hell. And looking back on it now, I feel I feel silly, like when the Wright brothers were like, oh, man will never fly airplanes, right? Like I feel like ridiculous. It blows my mind that they are able to just, that AI is able to recreate art, like computing in its basic general is like zeros and ones, right? Like the fact that zeros and ones can become that, and I don't even know how they even do what they do.
Let the contest begin.
Oh, 100%. AI gets fed so much info. That is a very great point over the, like, ever since the internet became big, and like Google, for example, with all the information that you could ever want at your fingertips. I mean, that's AI for you, right? The more information you give it, the... Oh, Jesus. You sitting, sir? What are you... Oh, did you teabag him? Oh, come on. Don't do that. Have some decorum, sir. Win gracefully. I'd just like to apologize for my teammate being kind of an ass. I come from the side, I saw that. Excuse me. AI does, like... I don't know... I know... I don't think I have enough knowledge on how it exists. Or how it... Yeah, basically how it exists in the world. Like, it takes information... But it takes information from a variety of different things. So, like, if you're asking, for example, Midjourney, for example, if you're asking it to, I don't know, do a pencil sketch of something, oh God, it has scanned a variety. I don't know if it functions based on the fact that it has scanned images and it's been scanned to know, like, okay, this is a pencil drawing, or if it. I don't know how it uses the information it has and where it pulls the information. Let's just say that. I've heard a variety of different things on how it does what it does visually, but I feel like I still don't know. Oh, God. Because because you could easily say, okay, it takes all these images in its database and it creates a new image off of it, right? But how does it create a new image? Because if you've ever watched it develop a new image, it's like, it looks like a whole bunch of blurs. Like stable diffusion, right? A whole bunch of blurs, and then it focuses in and refines it, and then it focuses in more. It's almost like a lens that's focusing in on a scene. And it just starts out really blurry, and then it just keeps focusing in until you have something.
This is your end.
Oh, you monster.
That shut them down. The hunt.
I do think it's fascinating. I know that... I mean, taking it back to our original, the original thing that you said was like, it needs to be regulated. There definitely needs to be some sort of like, there needs to be something, because like there's gonna be some sort of collapse in society. I could 100% see there being some sort of collapse in society over it. I mean, we already have the writer's strike that's been going on 2 months now? Almost 2 months, I want to say. I miss so much. I miss late night TV. That was like my only way to get news, was late night TV. Which I don't know if that's a great statement for me or not. I hate bias. Like, there's no way I'm ever gonna watch CNN or MSNBC or Fox. But the way that news was provided to let you know, and just like a very entertaining way. Late night TV. Way to go. And now that it's not there, I'm very sad. But part of the reason why there's a writer's strike right now is because of AI. And I don't think that's going to be the first thing. It's not, like, I'm sure artists are going to strike, if not already striking. If not already striking privately, just not getting as much spotlight or whatever. hey, if you have a good article that really describes like what it is without any bias, like I know a lot of people have opinions on it, but I would love to know how it works. I just want to know how it works without any spin on it, if that makes sense. Because I already know how a lot of people feel about it. I already know how artists feel about it. I already know how people who aren't artists feel about it. And I would just love to know, because I don't feel like I can give an accurate opinion on it until I fully know, or at least have a really good idea of how it works. I've had some thoughts on it. I won't share them on here, but I don't feel confident in sharing my thoughts on it until I have a better idea. Because a lot of people say that it steals images, but I don't know how it works. Like, I need to, like, does it actually take individuals' images and, you know, collage it together to make something? I don't know. A lot of people say it, but, like, I mean, a lot of people said that ivermectin was used to treat COVID on social media. So I just want to make sure, I would want to make sure as an individual that I am as well read with the right kinds of people, like people who are like like for you, like if software developers, AI developers that actually know how the software functions and how it's built and what it does before I make an opinion on it. I do know that you can put stuff into it, like, I want this to look, I want you to write, like for ChatGPT, like, can you write in the style of J.K. Rowling? And so, like, that does seem kind of like copyright. That does seem like you shouldn't be able to do that. Because you're directly referencing J.K. Rowling, and it's pulling from all of her copy and content. But, I know I got a little behind on her. There have been a good number of copyright claims going on, but no strike yet that I've heard. AI can steal for sure, LOL, but in most cases, it's the user input prompting it. See, yeah, so like, for example, like, there's like Pseudowrite. Pseudowrite is an AI. I've been reading a lot about it. I've been reading a lot about like AI in general, like not how it works, but like the different kinds of AI and what it can do. And like Pseudowrite, for example, is an AI for like creative writing, and it says on their website that you can actually tell the AI like the first sentence of like Harry Potter or something and to continue writing, and like you can you can prompt it to plagiarize essentially. But they like, so what you're saying, like, it is in the hands of the user in the same way that if I'm going to write a novel, I can choose to like look at someone else's work and just plagiarize it, right? So you could do that. It's like you could, just like you could any other book or any other piece of written work. The AI, like if you tell the AI to do it, it will. It's just like, you know, an overlord telling a minion, I need you to plagiarize this for me. But yeah, I think I got off track. Just like the Drake and 21 Savage song that stirred up the music industry, Drake and The Weeknd. Oh, I haven't heard of that. I have not heard of that. I'll have to look into that. I do know there's the new Marvel TV series with, oh my god, what is her name? Played Daenerys Targaryen, my brain. There's a new TV series. And the intro for that TV series, she's in the Marvel movie. I wish I could remember. It's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna look it up. The entire introduction to that series is AI generated. AI generated Marvel intro? Is it Marvel or is it DC? Secret Invasion's opening credits. Secret Invasion's opening credits. It is. I am absolutely shocked that because it is like, it is very clearly Amelia Clark. There's her name. I'll share it. I'll share it in the Twitch chat with everyone. Here's a Polygon article about it. But the entire opening is very clearly AI generated using like, I can't remember the name of it, but there's an AI generated video creator where it takes AI generated art and it creates like moving images from it. Don't know the name of it. I'm sure it says it in the article, but it 100% uses that. You can tell. You can tell. It's pretty. It blows my mind that they use that. It does blow my mind that they use that. They're trying hard to make more AI generated stuff. It's getting better. They are. They are. And I mean, like, I'm seeing it everywhere. I don't know, like, if, like, just because I have a graphic designer degree and that's kind of like, that's my job, right? I have the eye, so I can look at something and be like, oh yeah, that's AI generated. Some of it's harder to tell, but looking at it, like, if there was like a, if there was, now that would be an interesting show. Like, is it AI? That would be an interesting YouTube show, like where like there are individuals that are shown two images. One is actually created by an artist, and the other one is AI generated, and you have to figure out which one it is. That would be really an interesting show to watch. But yeah, sadly, it is going to end a lot of jobs, but it'll save companies a lot of money, and of course, corporations and companies, you know, they need to get richer, right? I think the best advice I can give anybody with AI is, like, you as an individual career-wise, anyone, whatever you do, you just need to adapt with it. It's not going anywhere. Like, I hate to say it, even like within the art industry, it's not gonna go anywhere. And I think for me, because I'm a senior graphic designer at NZXT, like, it's not gonna go anywhere. Even though I don't use like artistic illustrations in the work that I do at NZXT. Sometimes yes, but very rarely in the work that I do at NZXT. But I think for me as a graphic designer, I am going to have to use AI to adapt with technology and with the work that I do, or I'm going to be left behind. And I think that is the only, like, everyone's just going to have to adapt with it. Like, yeah. I think everyone's just going to have to adapt with it. I do think that regulations need to be put in place, especially with art. Graphic design, I don't know if it needs much regulation. It's just going to expedite work, make things easier, but art is such a gray area. Like, digital paintings and all that stuff, that's such a gray area. I have no idea how they're going to solve that. I'm not very excited about the impact of AI in the coming times. I think it'll get sorted out near the end of my lifetime, but Gen Z will take it and get it rocking. Yeah. I don't know if I would say I'm excited about it. I'm anxious and kind of nervous is the better word for it. I don't know if I would say I was scared either. I think I wouldn't say I was scared. I think anxious is probably a good word for it, because there is a bit of fear that isn't like defined in anxiety, and like the unknown of not knowing how it's going to, like, it's going to shape the world. It is going to completely shape the world as we know it. And I think that part of it is scary, because we know the world the way it has always been for the past, you know, God knows how long since we've been alive. And to see, we've already seen changes in society based on like the internet, the impact of the internet and social media, and so like smartphones, and the way that this third thing is going to impact the world is going to be, it's going to be another reshaping of society, but I definitely think it's going to be a bigger impact than the first two, if not the equivalent of the first two together. I have to live at the forefront of keeping my eye on this stuff. You do, and I think that gives you a leg up though, because you're so close and ingrained with that part of it that you're able to. I think you are able to get a better read on what the directions things might take. It's gonna become a lot more tragic before it gets good. Man! No! Flock, we cannot start this Friday. We cannot start this Friday with that. No! We cannot end this Friday stream with that. I mean, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but oh god, that sounds awful. It could definitely lead to more homelessness and stuff. I think that just, yeah, I know. I think it's gonna really, the next 4 years and who's gonna become president in 2024, God help us all. I think in the next 4 to 5 years, I think we're gonna find out just what the world, like, that's gonna be the brunt. That's where it's all gonna start. I'm not saying you're wrong, it's just depressing me. It's depressing me. But hopefully there'll be some. Oh, he's taking trash out. It's just like, what is happening? It's Friday! Hopefully there'll be some knights in shining armor that help society throughout the issues that we'll definitely have to undergo. But I did not do great at all this morning. I was very heavily ingrained in our conversation. And I do not multitask well. But it has been I love the conversations we've been having in the past couple mornings and stuff. It's been awesome. Very thought-provoking. And I've enjoyed it immensely. But yes, it is Friday. Thank you so much again for the donation. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Means the world. And it is Friday. Happy Pride. Daniel and I will be returning to our competitiveness tomorrow evening to finish our game of Civilization, to see who is the most strategic among us as we continue to tally off who is the best gamer among us, and we'll see who wins the strategic portion of this competition we've set forth. So yeah, that's tomorrow evening. And then, unless we finish that game tomorrow evening, it will continue into Sunday as well. If it doesn't, we're going to play a different game to continue our competition on Sunday. And we'll go from there. But it has been awesome. Happy Friday. And, yeah, I hope you have an awesome weekend. It's been awesome talking to you. And, yeah, have an amazing Friday. Have an amazing Friday and amazing weekend. I will see you tomorrow, possibly. Tomorrow evening. Other than that, love you guys! Bye!